I'm the Rules Girl, and this is Colors of Paris, a worker placement game for 2 to 4 players. In Colors of Paris, players take on the role of famous painters and send assistants into the wilds to gather paints, mix colors, and create works of art. You win by having the most prestige points at the end of the game, earned by completing painting cards and collecting prestige tokens and black cubes. Colors of Paris is played over a number of rounds, with players taking turns playing assistants to action spaces, resolving them, and preparing for the next round. Starting with the first player, and proceeding clockwise, each player places one of their assistant meatballs onto any empty space on the game board, except for these spaces. They are forbidden, and remove these actions from the current round. After players have finished placing all their meatballs, it's time to perform their actions. Again with the starting player, and proceeding clockwise, each player lays down any one of their meatballs to resolve the action space. These spaces allow you to acquire and mix pigment cubes. These 3 spaces allow you to gather pigment cubes of their primary color, equal to your current paint tube level. These 3 spaces allow you to spend one of each matching pigment color, then take cubes of this color equal to your current palette level. This space lets you spend one of each secondary color to take a black pigment, which is worth 6 victory points at the end of the game. These 3 spaces allow you to spend 2 pigments of any color to improve the matching tool type on your player board. If one of your tools reaches the 6th space, you earn a bonus, and may either add a new assistant to your pool or take the matching 6-point prestige marker. If one of your tools hits the 10th space, flip your 6-point to 10 points. Or if you didn't take the marker, instead take a 10-point marker. The upper layer of the board includes spaces that let you take the first player token, 1 or more white wild pigments, copy the action of any one assistant on the board, or take control of how the action board will rotate later. This action space allows you to take one of the 4 painting cards and place it in front of you. Finally, this action space allows you to paint, moving pigment cubes from your supply, equal to your current brush level, to any matching empty space on painting cards you've taken. If you complete a painting, flip it over, placing any white cubes you used onto it. You'll score this many points for it at the end of the game, but lose 2 points per white pigment you used. After all meatballs have been laid down, the round is over. Prepare for the next round by rotating the action board 1 step clockwise, or 0 to 2 spaces if a player took this action. Refill any empty easels and discard down to 12 pigment cubes. Finally, in turn order, stand up one of your assistant meatballs and take back the rest. This meatball is already placed for the next round, which you begin now. The game continues until either one player completes their 2nd painting or a 5th black pigment has been taken. Finish the round and it's time to score. Earn points for your completed paintings and prestige tokens, then earn 6 points per black pigment. Lose 2 points per white pigment on completed paintings. Add your points together, and the player with the most prestige points wins the game. Ready to play? Place the game board in the center of the table, with the upper layer in this orientation. Place the pigments, prestige point tokens, and easels nearby. Shuffle the painting cards, and place the top 4 onto the easels, pigment side up. Each player takes a player board and chooses a color, taking its matching development markers and assistant meeples. Place the development markers onto these slots. Take 3 meeples and place the rest to the side. Finally, take 1 yellow, blue, and red pigment cube. The player who most recently touched a paintbrush takes the starting player marker and goes first. If you liked Colors of Paris, you might also like Welkin, an exciting set collection game from Ankama Games. If you enjoyed this video, consider liking it and subscribing to The Rules Girl for more rules videos.